Yes, Capital Extra, it's Will. I can't believe Winter Love Island's done. It was such a great series. We had a few Islanders in the studio. We had Yawande in, and she said, she wouldn't mind dating Mike. And then we had Leanne and Sophie in. They spoke about their time in the villa. And then we had Mike and Priscilla in. And they basically told me they're ready to have babies. But now I've got the whole lot of them in for a little reunion. How's it going, guys? You good?
Yeah, we're good.
All looking fresh. Very fresh. So you couldn't even fit on the table because you're just so big, Jed. How's it going? How's life been for you two since?
Yeah, life's good, man. We're just chilling. We're just chilling, loving life.
Loving life, loving each other?
Yeah.
Don't you want to call it love yet, or?
Oh, you're a drawer. I was talking about love.
Yeah, like we
Oh, Jidums.
I think right now it's a bit more relaxed. We're just
Seeing
chilling.
how things go.
Yeah. You've been back to Bury. I've been in London. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's love yet, but.
But have you been going on dates? Have you been spending a lot of time with each other?
We've been going on dates with Eve. Eve's been there.
Not all the time. I feel like it's made out like I'm really passionate, but I do give them space.
Oh, okay.
If anything, Ched is like the main third wheel.
I am actually the third wheel. I'm the cameraman as well.
And we're like, Ched, can you take pictures of us?
But Eve, you left quite early.
Yeah.
So since then, have you been talking to anyone?
No, you know what? Thing is, I've actually been so busy. Like, I haven't really had time for anyone, and I feel like now I just want to, focus on myself.
You haven't had time for anyone since you've left?
No.
Oh, okay, because I saw in the papers, time ago, but you were pictured with Biggs. So are you guys just friends? Or
You know what it was? It was me, Leanne, and Josh, and Biggs all out together. At
when I saw that article, I was like, what's going on?
no, it was the four of us, but then me and Biggs just got a photographer.
Picture together.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just us two, but it was the four of us. It was like a group thing.
It was, yeah.
That's interesting. And Biggs
Leanne, come
as
back
well.
me up on this.
Biggs, you've been, okay, obviously I understand that, I don't know, you can tell me what's going on between you and Rebecca, I don't know. But are you single? Oh! Why does no one want to admit to what they're doing, please?
We haven't spoke about it yet, but just chilling, hanging about.
Oh, okay. So you just hanging about, because again, I've seen you in the newspapers. I saw you two together. You went out on a kebab date. Is that the best you can do, Biggs? Is that the best you can do?
Yo, that kebab was expensive, man.
Wow. High quality kebab. Was it in Glasgow or was it?
Where was it? Manchester?
No, London.
London.
Okay, so you do admit to going on that date then?
Wow.
Yeah, you can call it a date. You can call it a date.
The safety. Oh. So, but I mean, you're getting to know Rebecca. You're getting to know each other, right?
Just chilling.
I think you know us in every possible way.
Oh, what did you say? In every possible way, Rebecca?
I'm saying I think you know us in every possible way.
Oh, okay. So, okay. So wow.
Mike said to take it off.
So let's clarify, right? You and Biggs have been spending time with each other.
A lot of time.
A lot of time. You've been on dates, correct?
Yeah, we've been on dates.
And you're enjoying his company, correct?
I love his company.
You love his company. Do you love Rebecca's company?
Yo, it's hot, man. Is it? No, legit. Yeah. I love it. It's good.
Can you see yourself being with Rebecca in the long term? Maybe more than a friend, more than just this?
What, like a wifey?
Yeah. Could you see that happening in the future?
Tell him what you told me, bro.
Wow! What did he tell you?
He's making noise. He's making noise, man.
What don't I
Wait, what's
know?
the question?
Can you see yourself being with Rebecca in the future?
I would.
You would.
But it's early days.
It's early days, really. I heard you laughing over there. Look at you with your little love life. But Connor is a great guy. I've met him. He's lovely. He's lovely. I think. But then I saw this story that you two have apparently split up. What's the deal? Is that true? Is it just rumors?
I don't really know what story that is.
So that's a lie.
We first of all, we're not together anyway, but like Jess and Ched, I think we are just that chilled vibes, getting to know each other still.
Sorry, but last time I saw you, you said you weren't together. You said you're getting to know him. Are you still getting to know him?
Yeah, are you joking? It's only been 6 weeks?
Okay, cool. So you're getting to know him.
Oh, literally, a year later, I'll be like, yeah, I know.
Is he your type on paper?
I don't really have a type. I feel like I just
Everyone has a type.
No, I just go for personality, and I just feel like you've got to, obviously you've got to be sexually attracted to them. which I am.
Okay, that's good to know. Nice. I'm happy for you as well.
Oh, thank you very much, Will.
Do you know what's do you know what's so
appreciate
mad?
it.
Do you know what's so mad here? You've got such a lit personality, but it took you so long to find the right girl. But have you found the right girl? Do you think, Eva?
I definitely feel like I have. I feel like she wasn't done much justice in the sense that there were so many people to cover, so many relationships to cover, and I feel like we didn't get the airtime or she didn't get the airtime that she deserves to a certain extent. Because if you like me, you'll love her. I feel like she's very similar to me in the sense that she's very sweet, very caring, very funny. Yeah, people can vouch for her as well. Like, she is very nice, and she's very funny.
Yeah. So you spent all of this time with her. Okay, so you're getting to know each other, getting to understand each other more.
Yeah.
How far do you see it going?
I think it's a bit early to say that, but I feel like the fact that we are not too far away from each other. I'm from Southwest London, she's from Southeast London.
That's good.
It does make it very easy to see her. So we're just taking it slow, taking it easy, although I have met her family and she has met mine. So
good. That's good.
And my family love her.
Yeah.
And I like her family as well. So
Date nights? And any interesting date nights? Any interesting?
interesting date nights.
Some good dessert, yeah?
No, we've had a couple of date nights. So I see why everyone's nervous as well. Like, at first I was creasing. I was like, everyone's down. And everyone's look at me now. I'm like, wait, it's actually hot in here.
You've had a couple of date nights?
Yeah, we've had a couple of date
What was the best one? Tell me about that. When did you go?
Valentine's Day, we went
my
to
days.
Kanishka,
Good.
which is a restaurant in Mayfair.
The first time Naz has been to a restaurant in Mayfair.
Peak.
It actually was the first time, so
Fair enough, yeah.
that's a fact. I don't know why everyone's laughing, that's a fact, yeah.
Did you pay?
I actually didn't pay because...
Wow.
No, she said, can you put it on my dad's tab? And I was like, listen...
And he was like,
Listen.
yeah,
At first, like, the starters were like 18, 19 pounds. I was scratching my head. She's ordering 3-4 starters. Comes to the mate. Yeah. And she goes, oh, can we get the bill? Oh, actually, can you put it on my dad's tab? I was like, I'm on to a winner.
Wait. So when
I'm on to a winner.
so when she was ordering all of that food, you're thinking, crap, like, can I even afford all of this?
That is exactly because I've only spent £20 on the first day. I was thinking this is like completely out the window. Like it's coming up to like 150 quid or whatever. And she goes, put on my dad's tab. I was obviously like I didn't want to make it apparent, but I was like,
Yeah. Well, Leanne, you're looking beautiful today. Look at this dress, guys.
Oh,
How are you? How have you been? I haven't seen you in weeks.
I know. Good. Yeah, all good.
Life after the villa, you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
So obviously,
Do you know what it is? It's different because like me and Naz were saying this. The structure's different. Do you know what I mean? To waking up and then going to work, it's like you're all over the place.
Yeah.
But it's all positive. All positive.
So obviously, you're a very pretty girl. You've got all of this attention now. You're very much in the public eye. Is there anyone you've been talking to?
Huh?
Have you been talking to? Yes, that's what I asked. Trying to think of the answer, yeah?
Do you know what? I feel like I'm just open to just living life. Do you get it? Like if something happens, do you get it? Like, if something happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm easy right now. Oh my God. I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
No, it's okay. It's good because it's part of the journey, right? You're going to meet someone.
Yeah.
You've got lots of eyes on you.
Do you think?
Yeah, don't you think so?
What do you think? Oh, okay. We'll see.
Good. And obviously next to me is Mike and Priscilla.
What's happening, brother?
How are you? How are you guys? You okay? You good?
We're great.
No, I'll take this one.
I feel like I've
no.
interviewed you guys so many times now. Like, how is everything again?
No, everything's good. Like me and Priscilla, I mean, it is what you.
Better
Yeah, it
day
just
by
gets better and
day.
better.
So, yeah.
It's you know me well. I say that with my chest. Like I feel like everyone can see it as well. Yeah, so we're good.
Have you guys had the chance to speak to Leanne, who's here? Have you had the chance to just say hi?
Nah,
to
do you know what? We crossed paths in a club.
Yeah,
But obviously in a club environment, you can't really
Yeah.
have a conversation. So it's,
Now, when I last spoke to you, you basically said that like you hadn't really seen much of the episodes of Love Island. Like you don't know if anyone said anything. Like,
yeah, now I've seen it all.
and how do you feel?
Yeah,
about-
now I've seen everything. Yeah,
How do you feel about the way your relationship with Leanne was portrayed? How do you feel about Leanne now?
Leanne was always to my face, cool. Obviously, now I've watched it and I'm seeing she said a lot behind my back. That's maybe for other people to kind of judge, but I can only go off how she interacted with me.
And how does that make you feel knowing that she said things about you behind your back?
I mean, obviously, as an adult, which I expect people to do as adults, I'd rather you kind of come and tell me face to face. But to be fair, it's not just been her. It's been a lot of other people that said a lot of things behind my back in the villa. So,
And Leanne, how does that make you feel, knowing that, you know, he's, from what he just said, basically, what's your response?
I think I said as much to the face as possible. Do you know what I mean? In a nice way. It's like I wasn't at home. I couldn't talk to my girls in the group chat type of thing. Do you know what I mean? So again, I never meant for anything to be malicious or rude or disrespectful, which, I mean, it might have come across as, but it was never meant to be like that. I was literally just talking to my girls, and yeah, I kind of forgot the camera was there a little bit and went a little bit too far. But I don't think I said anything horrible. I don't think I said anything personal. Do you know what I mean?
Do you think Mike was genuine with you when you were in the villa with him?
In my time in the villa, yeah. Yeah.
I just want to touch on that because obviously I came in as a spectator as well as coming in as later being Mike's girlfriend, and I feel like the way you came across when you was talking about with your girls, it really, I'm not gonna lie, it made you seem bad. It made you just seem like you were dogging the boy. Like, that's bottom line, you were dogging the boy. And obviously I get that you say that there's no cameras around, but you can kind of see the cameras. I get you forget, but there was a little. So when you're saying it's not supposed to be malicious, it's kind of like, but how can you go so deep, but then it's not supposed to be malicious? Like, you can't really take back that tone, if you get what I mean. I get to everyone talks to their girls, but it's just the way it was expressed. Like, just looking out in, it just.
Yeah, I feel like
the malicious. You can't. It wasn't
do you know
really
what?
justified.
I'll put my hands up. Maybe the way it was expressed was a bit too strongly. As I said, like, taking into consideration other factors, it's a very overwhelming experience, and I feel like the experience wasn't for me. I feel like it was just very overwhelming for me, and I struggled with it daily. So I feel like it was a lot of frustrations coming out into that as well. Also, the conversation, it was like, how do I explain it? Again, editing wise, it's a long conversation. You don't see everything. So some of it wasn't even about kind of anything in particular. We were just talking about like the ick in general and how it feels generally. And then, do you know what I mean? So I feel like...
Well, there was a clip where it was like, oh, he's just so obsessed with me.
Right.
How can you explain that?
No, but I'm not being funny. That was just like, okay, first of all, I feel like I'm just like that. Like, I'm just overly dramatic, and that's just the way I speak. I feel like you lot all know that that's just the way I speak. Do you know what I mean?
You said sorry to him for that bit, didn't you? Yeah.
And I feel like, as well, like, I was trying to sleep, and I just felt like that was just the wrong time. Again, I didn't think he was obsessed with me. It's just the way I speak, and I was just trying to sleep, and it wasn't, you know, probably the best thing for me to say. But again, it's like, it's one of them ones where I feel like everyone does it. Like, when they're by themselves, again, like, you forget the camera's there. When you're by yourself, you're trying to sleep, someone's trying to interrupt your sleep. It's just like, but again, nothing was meant to be malicious, honestly, and I really want to put that across, that nothing was meant to be malicious. And do you know what, while we're here, I'm gonna just touch on the TikTok thing as well, because we're here.
That was literally a joke. The TikTok, obviously we was asked to do it. We literally done it as a joke. I feel like a lot of people.
Can I just say right there as well, before they finish?
Sorry, I'm talking. Can I just
No,
thank
go on,
you?
go on.
Sorry. We literally done it as a joke. Like, there was no malicious, like they literally was like, oh, should we do a funny TikTok, blah blah blah, like, we done it as a joke. I wasn't taking it too set up. No, but I was never taking the mick out. We was never taking the mick out.
Cool. It wasn't actually funny, first of all. Second of all, I found out through the public. Like, I was just like, somebody sent it to me like, oh, have you seen this, says that? And I was just sort of bare comments of people like ripping into them. I was like, why are people getting at Leanne and Soph? So I saw the video, I was like, whoa, like, what the hell? And it's for me, we went to the same place, and they also asked me to do a similar video, and I just said no. So for me, it's one of them ones where you can never be forced to do anything. If you don't want to do something, say no.
Do you know what?
Do you know what I mean? Because I saw a tweet that I think Leanne put out or something like that, like, we were asked to do it or whatever. But for me, we had to do it.
Wait.
No, but
wait.
you never have to do anything that you're told to do.
Wait, Sophie.
It was a bit untasteful. I think that's what it is. When you lot say funny,
I feel
that
like
wasn't really funny.
You lot had the opportunity to say no because you knew what the backlash would be like. Because if you didn't know, then I don't think it would be that big of a thing. The TikTok was re-brought onto Twitter like 2 weeks after it was done to make it seem like we did it relevantly, and it wasn't. It was done ages ago, but I think even before Castor and Moore, and also
serious as well, like,
and that's another thing. And they asked us to do it. They asked us to do it. I was thinking, oh my god, this is embarrassing for me. If I ever thought it was gonna like disrespect into anything, I would have never done it. I
So the
swear.
fact of the matter
It was
is-
wait, can
I
it was
disagree.
just making a light-hearted situation or light-hearted joke out of, or a joke which wasn't funny, but it was TikTok, but out of a situation that, you know, it's not my proudest moment in there, and I'm just trying to make light of it. It was never ever meant to be like disrespectful, and I see how people would take it that way, but I just think it's gone too far. Like it was if anything, it was like naive. It was a naive thing. I had no management, I had no PR, I had no advice, and they just asked us to do it. So I was like, yeah, do you know what I mean?
There's a certain way that I think adults would go about things. And if you were just wise and thought about your actions before you
and
did
I
it,
think
then you'd
your
know
friends
how to
and
go about
stuff are
things.
just coming
And
in on
unfortunately-
us for no reason, like being really negative. And I just
think
feel like it's a
so.
no. If you want to see what his friends are saying,
My
Sorry,
friends.
sorry on behalf of his friends then.
okay. Well, I just think it was a fun TikTok, and that's it really. It's about Leanne, so let's get over it.
That's
Hey.
that. Now you two. I want to know. So cool. So obviously, when's the next date happening? Obviously, Rebecca. Tonight. But you're sitting right next to George.
How could I forget?
How could you forget? How could you forget Jordan? Now you two, you know, you got along really, really well in the villa. How did you feel Rebecca was in the villa? Do you feel like she was a genuine person?
You know what? When we first came in there, everything moved really quick. You know, I think that was just the problem.
Too quick.
It just moved too quick.
Too quick.
Was she playing the game? How did you feel about her when you were in the villa? Why
You
is
know
she
what?
laughing?
You know what? The one thing I will say is that things can happen quickly in the villa, yeah. But I just felt like it started off amazing, and then it just kind of faded out in like 2 days, like 2-3 days.
In the villa, 6 new boys came in. I'd been single, yeah. So 6 boys came in, and wow, why are you laughing? Why? So I had a top 3. Anyways, this guy here made the move, okay? And things were going like, things happened too quick. Like, I was literally wifed off within hours, and I think that scared us. Like, I was saying to the girls, like, I don't like what's going on. Like, well, why is everything happening so quick?
Why didn't you speak up then?
I did try as well. Remember?
No, because that's a mad thing to say. Why didn't you speak up then?
Well, it was like, well, I can't remember when it was. It was like a day before the recoupling. I was thinking, is this the right thing to do? And I just thought it would be a bit bizarre if I came out with the blue and was like, oh, actually, I don't want to couple up with Jordan. I felt like it was the right thing to do because remember, if you remember rightly, we were seeing how things went.
Yeah, that's true.
And I feel like things went from being so good to just going downhill. I feel like at the start, me and you were like, there was like something there, and then all of a sudden there was just nothing there, and I was like, what's going on? It was weird.
That is a pretty fair thing to say, because at the moment, at the start, it was like,
I would have spoke up straight away. I'm not
like
one to keep my
crazy.
mouth shut. I would have spoke up straight away, but it was weird. That's all I can say about it.
Any regrets? Anyone have any regrets?
I don't have any regrets. I just wish I had a spoke.
wow.
I just wish I had a spoke to all the Casa boys on the same level as what I did with Jordan.
But then you should have then.
I did say that though.
Yeah, but no one wanted to.
I did. You were in the room getting ready. I was like, baby, do you want?
Baby.
You weren't having it.
Oh my god! In that place, I felt like I was going crazy. Like, can anyone back me up here? Like,
Did you not feel like you were going crazy in there? Was it mad?
Yes.
Like, was it mad?
Yeah.
You didn't know the time, did you? You didn't know the time.
Right? I thought, yes, Jordan is the one. Then I was like, oh, what if it's the wrong decision? What if it's... And then I was thinking, no, I'm just actually going crazy. No, it is the right decision, and that's why I made the decision that I made. And then maybe it had been the wrong decision, but who knows?
Wow. But at least you've both come to the same conclusion.
Yeah, like we're both agreed. Like we were both on the same page.
We were, to be fair. We actually, what they didn't air that night, and what people
We had
don't
a
realise, we had a whole
conversation.
conversation calling it off that night.
Wow.
We were literally down there for like an hour and a half talking about things aren't really happening.
How they're
let's
not
call it-
working.
They're not working. Let's just call it off. Like, you know, and I didn't have a chance to talk to other people. At the end of the day, my decision was made for me. Like, You know what I mean? As Cash and More, you can't choose to couple up with someone. Someone chooses to couple up with you, and that's.
But is that what you're saying? Like you wouldn't choose Rebecca?
Who would you have
Because
chose?
you're saying Rebecca chose you.
Yeah, who would you have
So
chosen?
if the ball was in your court, what would you have done?
I don't understand, bro. I don't know.
Give the answer.
I'm sure you understand.
Forget them. It don't matter.
Would you have 6 girls put in front of you and think like, yo, this is your lot? Like you got to choose someone from these 6 girls. You got to couple up with them. I feel like in
But
that
you didn't
situation.
have a choice out of 6 girls because some girls were already coupled up.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that's fair enough because you're both happy now, right? You're happy.
I couldn't be happier.
Thank you so much for joining us on Capital Extra. It was great to see you. Speak to you next time.